Hi, I'm David Matson, and I'm going to walk you through the installation of the Olide DSW100. This is with the pole arm configuration. Now what I've done, the mount is 30 millimeters above the top of the door edge. This is kind of a meatball setup. I've got some AC wire coming in here. That's 14 gauge wire. My mount from the edge of the door to the edge of the mount, 6.3 inches. And when I put on my arm, I did not use the adapter. I used one of the socket head screws to mount the arm. Note that the arm is level. That's very important for these to work properly. I haven't wired in any push button controls, but it's real simple. Your push button control will go in the second one and the fourth one on this end terminal. Like I say, this is kind of a meatball job, but it gets the job done. I'm going to come off the stool and show you that it does work with a simple pull. It opens. Note that I didn't have to pull hard. It's gonna close. And there it is. That's manual operation. At this point, I'm going to show you the handheld programmer. Hi, now we're going to program the DSW100. I've plugged in my handheld programmer, and it currently reads 4 dashes, which is a good thing. I'll press mode. Gives me F1. These are the F1 entry for the F1 parameters. I want to change those parameters, so I'll press set. Our first one is OS06, which stands for opening speed, and the speed is at 6. Let's turn that up a little bit. By pushing the arrow key, we're up to 9, and that's as high as we can go. And I'll press set. Now we're on the OD05 we have. This is the opening low angle for the door. I found 5 is pretty good. Press set, we'll move on. We have CS, closing speed is set at 6. We can go up to 9. And I'll press set. Now we have CD, which is at 01. That's the closing low speed angle. And I set that low. Simply because there's so much torque in the motor and it seems to help things. I'll press set again. JB01. That stands for the closing force, and I set that low as well because again there's so much torque on these. Press set again. Opening time 07, and that can go up to 30, which you may need to adjust to meet ADA controls, ADA standards, and I'll leave that where it's at for now. Okay, now I'm back to the top at OS09. We already adjusted that, so I'm going to press mode. We're back to F1. We need to go to the F2 parameters. I press the up key and I press set. Our first one here, N101, is regarding the single or double door setup. I have a single door, so the 1 is correct. Then I have N2 2. Now, that concerns whether you designate the opener as a master or a slave. Because this is a single door, it is a master, and 2 is the correct setting. If there was 2 of these openers working in conjunction, the second door would be the slave door, and it would be set to N2-1. In 3F, this is a double door synchronous setting, and it doesn't really pertain here, but it would if you did have 2 openers online, and the master door open first would be F, or the master slave open at the same time. You would simply press the arrow button and get a dash. I'm sorry, the arrow up. It doesn't matter because I'm only running 1 unit, so the setting doesn't really matter. Now I have 0-0. This is manual open door. Now I want a manually open push and pull open door. If I change this to an N, it would be locked, and you would only be able to use the remote fob to open the door. Press set. We have LD. Here again, the lock mode setting, and I'm putting that at D for remote control lock. I do not want an auto lock setup. Now we move on to F. This is open direction. Now my open direction setting is open towards me, so I have an R. If the door was to be in the reverse direction with an L, that would mean the door opens out. But for this configuration, R is correct. I'll press set, and we're into P. Now here you choose your closer arm, whether you have a pull arm or a push arm. I'm using the pull arm configuration, so I have an H. If you had the push arm, you would have a T. So I've entered all my settings. Oh, back to H, set, and I'll press mode, back to F2. I'll press mode, back to my bars, and I'll press test. And yes, the door has speeded up in opening. It's got its hold time. And yes, the door shuts quickly, which is what I wanted. So with that, feel free to contact tech support, and we'll get back to you. We're always here to help you. Thank you. Bye.